500 oil tankers, frozen, just floating in the Persian Gulf. Oil above $100 a barrel. The U.S. Navy admitting they're not ready. The biggest oil supply disruption in human history, and one country caused all of it. Not Russia, not China, Iran. Here's the war that's going completely off script. Iran might be fighting a war it doesn't even need to win militarily. Let me show you why. Fast timeline. Pay attention. October 2024, Israel destroys nearly all of Iran's Russian-supplied air defenses. The door is now open for future strikes. June 2025, the 12-day war. US B-2 bombers hit Iran's nuclear sites. Trump later admits, without that attack, Israel would have been wiped out. February 2026, nuclear talks collapse. Trump says he's not thrilled. Diplomacy is dead. February 28, 2026, US and Israel launch Operation Epic Fury. They bomb Iran. They assassinate Supreme Leader Khamenei, the man who ruled Iran since 1989. Their bet? Kill the leader. The government collapses. The people revolt. Their result? Iran appointed a new supreme leader within hours. The IRGC pledged loyalty immediately. And Iran went on the offensive in a way nobody predicted. The Strait of Hormuz, just 21 miles wide, 3 miles of usable shipping lane in each direction. And through it flows 20 to 30% of the world's entire oil supply. Every single day, Iran sits on one side of it. Within hours of the strikes, Iran's IRGC was broadcasting on radio to every ship. No ship is allowed to pass. Then they started proving it. March 1st, tanker Skylight struck off Oman. 2 crew members killed. March 6th, a rescue tugboat hit by 2 missiles and sunk. March 7th, US-owned tankers hit with drones. March 12th, 2 tankers set ablaze in Iraqi waters. Iraq shuts down all oil port operations. The IEA called it the largest supply disruption in the history of the global oil market. Oil blew past $100 a barrel. Iran's military then warned the world, get ready for $200 a barrel. They even announced only Chinese ships could pass, and a bulk carrier literally broadcast China owner on its signal to safely get through. That's geopolitical chess in real time. And here's the part that should keep Pentagon analysts up at night. Iran isn't trying to win a conventional war. They're running an economic bleeding strategy, and it's working brilliantly. Iran fires a $20,000 drone. The US fires a $3 million missile to shoot it down. Iran doesn't need to hit anything. They just need to keep flying. Wave after wave after wave. 37 declared waves of attacks by day 12 alone. Iran is systematically draining Western interceptor stockpiles while spending almost nothing in comparison. It's not a military tactic. It's an accounting attack. And those drones that do get through, they're hitting Israeli infrastructure, Gulf state energy facilities, and keeping an entire region in a constant state of terror, which itself drives oil prices higher. Trump said the strait was in great shape. On the same day, the IEA declared historic disruption. He said the war is very complete, pretty much. Then 24 hours later, warned Iran would get hit much, much harder. The energy secretary said the Navy is simply not ready to escort tankers. Trump floated taking over the Strait of Hormuz. Here's what's really happening. The US went in assuming one kill would collapse a government. It didn't. Now there's no exit ramp, no plan B, and a 21-mile choke point Iran controls that no bomb can fix. Iran's strategy is cold and calculated. Drain interceptor stockpiles with cheap drones, widen strikes across 9 countries, strangle the global economy through Hormuz, and wait for Western political will to crack. History suggests they might not have to wait long. Vietnam, Afghanistan, Iraq. America wins the battles and loses the wars every time the enemy refuses to surrender on schedule. So, is the mighty USA and Israel finally going to lose to Iran? Militarily? Probably not. The strikes have been devastating. But war in 2026 isn't just about the battlefield. Iran's bet is simple. Make this war so economically painful. $100 oil, frozen tankers, rising inflation worldwide, that America's political will breaks before Iran's government does. And with 500 tankers still frozen, oil threatening $200, and the US Navy not yet ready to escort ships through a 21-mile strait, Iran might not be wrong. Drop your take in the comments. Is Iran's strategy working? Like and subscribe if you want geopolitics that doesn't sugarcoat anything. See you in the next one.